Major renovations are underway at a Trenton landmark. 100 years ago or so, the Broad Street Bank building was a symbol of prosperity in the capital city. Now, as Marie Denoya tells us, the new owners want to resurrect the building's relevance as well as reprise its standing as a catalyst for growth.
Vivid stories about Trenton's past are embedded in the very materials of this building. Its bones are made of Roebling steel. Its intricate crown moldings and cornices speak of the elegance and prominence its original owners wanted to achieve. And its roof garden has long watched from above as Trenton's downtown once flourished and then faltered. On this spot, once a modest farmhouse, 19th century developers first saw something more, building a grand building, the Broad Street Bank. And when its doors first opened, it represented a series of firsts.
The first skyscraper, first building over 4 floors in the state, first one with elevators, first one with a revolving door, the first one with a bank set up for women with women tellers.
Libby and his associates are banking on this place, pulling off yet another first to become a symbol of and a spark for Trenton's new renaissance. The bottom floor of the building will become retail space. The upper floors, 124 housing units. The developers believe the sheer presence of these new families will inject new life into the city.
It will add close to $3.5 to $4 million of disposable income into the community basis, which will hopefully help some of the, address some of the money being spent locally on the retail stores, which will then help the local retail stores, which will hopefully make them last open after like 3 or 4 o'clock.
The renaissance and resurrection of the building has been a mighty task. Not only did they need to rebuild for structural integrity and current safety requirements, but they were forced by the building's National Historic Landmark designation to renovate to a very specialized code.
A lot of ornamental plaster, a lot of gold leaf painting, a lot of ceiling moldings in the room we're standing in. We're not quite done with it yet.
When it is done, of the 124 units, Libby hopes to offer 52 low-income apartments with rents ranging from $800 to $1,000 a month. And from these apartments, with their rooms with a view, Libby hopes to inspire his future tenants to see beyond the Broad Street Bank and the streets of Trenton.
Hopefully, it's a next step for where they can actually do home purchasing, which is, I guess, the American dream in the future.
Libby says so far his company has received 600 calls from people with interest in the available units. He expects to reopen the Broad Street Bank in its newly renovated glory in December. Marie Denoya, NJN News, Trenton.
But don't look for the Broad Street Bank building on Broad Street. It's actually at the corner of East State and Montgomery. The first bank building constructed in 1887 was on Broad Street, and the name stayed.